Okay, good morning, boys and girls. Today is Wednesday, April 15th, and this is our reading lesson. So for the reading lesson today for spelling, you're going to have the spelling word search. For vocabulary, you'll do the vocabulary crossword puzzle. And then on Wonders, I want you to get onto the Wonders app, and I want you to play the games. Get on the one that has the game controller, and I want you to play the homophone game and the contractions game. And there's also a vocabulary game if you would like to play that. So play some of those games that go along with this week's lessons. So for reading, we're going to be reading this story, It's All in the Wind. And then we'll be reading the other story that comes right after it. It's called Power for All. We're going to read those two stories together. So as you're reading these stories, I want you to stop and ask yourself questions about the story. Ask yourself questions about what you're reading and what you think is going to happen next in the story. Because remember, good readers always stop and ask themselves questions. And every once in a while in the story, you can see right here, you can, well, there we go. Nope, it's not working. I don't know. Okay, anyway, you can see right here that there is a ask and answer question right there. So stop and ask yourself these questions and think about the things that it's asking. Then stop and look at these things that's respond to text. Think about these questions that it's asking you there. And then this will be the second story, Power for All, and do the same thing there, looking at them. So it's really not very long, only like 5 or 6 pages that you'll be reading. So it's a fairly short story. Okay, so and then you're going to do this question set here. So I'm going to read the questions to you so you'll know what you're looking for as you're reading. So you're going to tell how you know that It's All in the Wind is expository text. So think about what you've learned about expository text and how you know. And if you can't remember, then go back into the workshop book, which is with that first story that you read this week. So go back into the Wonders app and find the story, Here Comes Solar Power, and then the ask and answer questions and expository text and homophones is all right there behind that story if you need to go back and reread. So the next question says, what causes a windmill to produce energy? You need to tell the steps in the order in which they happen. So this is going to be sequential order that we're going to be looking for in the answer in this. You need to tell the events that happens when a windmill produces energy and tell them in the correct order that it happens. The next question says, find the homophones. Rose on page 458. What does Rose, R-O-W-S, mean in this sentence? So pay attention to that as you're reading. And then the next question is, why are more people around the world using wind and power? And then for the story Power for All, it says, why is it important to use different sources of energy? And then how is solar power like the forms of energy that you have read, other forms of energy that you've read about? So that's the questions, and that's really all there is to this lesson. As you're reading the story, then be thinking of. So one purpose of expository text is to give facts. However, it can also express an author's opinion. So as you're reading, you're going to ask yourself, is this a fact or is this the author's opinion? And remember, facts give information. Opinion tells how the author feels or thinks about something. Just a few things to think about while you're reading. So I hope you have a good day. I hope you're able to get onto the Wonders app. If not, I've got that paper on the stream of how to get onto the Wonders troubleshooting. So anyway, have a good day. Talk to you later.